Hey everybody, it's time for end of the week ramblings. It is Christmas Eve, the eve before Christmas. For those of you who didn't know what Christmas Eve stood for, I always find it confusing. Like, we call the whole day before Christmas Christmas Eve now. It's like, oh, it's Christmas Eve, but really Christmas Eve is the evening, and yet we call it the whole day. I don't really understand that. That's just me rambling because I don't understand. And this is end of the week ramblings. So it's Christmas Eve. It's a time of where we spend a lot of time with family and friends now, and some people go to Christmas Eve services, which is great. And if you're able to go to one, go to one. Unfortunately, I can't go to one. I have to be at family functions, and we tried to do it at our church a couple times, but we can't get people to come. So we got like maybe 2 people, and we just decided it wasn't worth it to try to do that. And I find it kind of interesting that Christmas, which should be all about celebrating the birth of Christ, celebrating our freedom from sin, and celebrating the fact that God came to earth in the form of Christ, His Son, to die on a cross, but now we barely even recognize it in this country. And Christians around the world celebrate Christmas much differently than we do in this country. In Africa, they actually go to morning service on Christmas morning. Now next year we'll do that because Christmas will be on Sunday morning, and I just kind of wonder if maybe we need to hone back to some of that, to get back to the roots of what Christmas is really about. And we've mistakenly made Christmas all about things that it's not about. But I'm not going to get on a rant about that. Let's see, what else is going on? It's been a busy week. We had the Democrat debate. Was it Sunday night, I think. Sunday. Yes, it was Sunday night. Obviously, Hillary came out the winner on that from everything I'm reading. So if you're a Hillary fan, you're happy about that. If you're a Bernie Sanders fan, you're not happy about that. If you're a Republican, you really don't care. There's also, next week is the beginning of the new year. Well, the end of the week is the beginning of the new year. Friday will be New Year's. And this is what I find odd. The NCAA playoff championship games are now being played on New Year's, the day before New Year's and New Year's Eve. And I don't understand why. Because I thought it worked out great last year when they were played on New Year's, and I don't see why they couldn't do it on New Year's. So I'm going to miss the first game because I'll be at work, as will many people. I will catch the second game, which is fine because the first game I don't have any real true vested interest in the first game anywho. So that's no big deal to me. I'm glad that I'll be able to see the Michigan State-Alabama game. And I think what we're going to see, not just in the playoffs, but also in the entire bowl season, which to me, I know you're saying, well, hey, the bowl season's been going on, but not really. I mean, we had Bowling Green playing Georgia Southern. We had Northern Illinois playing Boise State last night, and unfortunately both those teams got blown away. I would have liked to see them both win and win good. Part of it I have to wonder, is it because their head coach is no longer with them and has gone to another team, and so you've got an assistant coach coaching, or is it because of what I kind of said all along, which is Bowling Green doesn't play defense. They were a high-powered offense, and they played a team that actually plays defense that shut them down. And that and this is what I think we're going to see throughout the playoffs. And I'm interested to see if I'm correct. I'm not going to make any big predictions here, but I believe that the teams that actually play with defense are going to win. And the high-powered offenses that we've seen are not going to win because there's a lot of good teams that have good offense and a good defense, and that's what you're going to see. I think you're going to see possibly Ohio State run all over Notre Dame. I think you could possibly see Michigan State shut down Alabama, just as Ohio State did last year because they played defense. Iowa, same thing. The Big Ten does something that no other conference does, and that is they actually teach their players how to play defense. And I don't think they do that in the SEC. They definitely don't do that in the Big 12. In fact, I think the Big Ten is the only conference that plays defense. If you look at these ridiculous scores that have gone on in college football, you have scores of like 50 to 45. No defense. It's whoever has the ball last is going to win. So I'm interested to see if my theory pans out on that. And if it does, then you're going to see Michigan State win the championship game. And I would like to see that because I'm a Big Ten fan. Of course, if you're an Ohio State fan, you have to be a Big Ten fan and you have to root for all the Big Ten schools out there. And so I hope to see all the Big Ten schools do good in their bowl games. And I especially hope to see that since the Big Ten fought hard to get two schools that really don't deserve to be in a bowl game in. Which brings me to my second point. There's too many bowl games. Let's get rid of half the bowl games, get it to 1 week where we have good schools playing each other and be done with it instead of this whole December-long season of bowls. I'm probably the only one that thinks that way, but that's okay. I'm going to make this short because it is Christmas Eve. You guys are probably with family, and I hope you enjoy your family. I do believe it's important to be with family. I'm going to go be with Autumn's family tonight and then Autumn's other side of the family tomorrow, and I'm sure we're going to have a good time. I was told, this is funny because Autumn's grandma told her, oh, your dad's making us taco pizza for Christmas Eve, so I don't have to cook. So what does Autumn's grandma do? She cooked all day yesterday, and so I guess we're having taco pizza, ham, I don't know what else. Probably more than I should really have to eat. But it should be fun. I also enjoy going over there, talking with them. They're good people, and we'll go to her other side. And then Sunday afternoon, we've got my family. So that'll be fun and enjoyable. So I hope you guys have a good week. I'll probably come back next week, and I may even do a second one here, like a part 2 at the beginning of next week to kind of tell you what me and Autumn are doing to prepare for the New Year's, and also talk about small talk and let's talk and the future of those, because I've got plans for those, and I've been working on those in the last few weeks. So I've been getting that all together, and I'll put together a short video about that. I'll try to do that maybe not Sunday, but maybe Monday night I'll sit down and we'll do that. Hey, you guys have a good Christmas. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, and please share. Put this out on your Twitter feed, Twittersphere as I like to call it. Put it out on your Facebook, your whatever. Get the word out so more people will see it and enjoy it, and hit the subscribe button. So hope you guys have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bye.